Hi and welcome to this week's episode of Release Notes. Today we're going to talk a bit about documents, costs, contract, workflows, access, quality, complete, plan, and BIM. So in documents we have now added the support for several third-party reviewers. So in settings you can add several third-party reviewers here. And then you have to initiate the third-party review, and then it will appear under this column here. In cost and under the cost curve report, we have now added a separate field for funding, which you can show or hide if you want. We have also added a new cost report for contract VBS status, where you can find all the VBS, the budget and forecast at completion, the actual cost, the original contract amount, committed amount, and the contract forecast. In the position register and into one of the positions, we have now added a field for account number. This will also be included when you copy the estimate from assignments, and you will find the account number. In contracts and under bill of quantities, we have now added a change log for the bill of quantities, where you can track and find all the changes done. Also, when you want to create a PDF from a contract element, you can now choose if you want to create PDF with attachments or without attachments for the selected or for all revisions. In workflow and under workflow processes, you can now send reminders for workflows that are overdue. So you can set the days to due date per step in the workflow process here. And a reminder will be sent automatically when step passes number of days set here in the workflow processes. In access and when requesting a new system access, you will now get the choice if you want to create a new access request or if you want to go back after the request has been sent, as you can see here. So if you want to create another access request here, you will get the same here. Also under access request, we have now added support for communicating with sender in the request, where you can add actions and comments. Under quality, we have now added a new app for poll register, where you can create new polls. Also with the questions, then you can choose if you want multiple choice, a description for the poll, participants, you can get a preview of the poll, and also you can find the responses and the amount of responses. Under complete and in Scope Explorer, we have done some updates. For example, we have added PA and PL back into the tree structure here. Also under handover activities, you can now toggle handover acts versus systems, which we can see here. And also the same for scope items, where you can toggle activity types versus completion phases. Also in Punch, we have now separated Punch A, B, and undefined. Under activities, we have added 2 new columns for the related objects and for system. Also in checklists, you can now add a property set for the checklists, which will then appear in the activity checklist. So for example, here we have added electro as a property set, and then it will appear here under the activity checklist. In Plan and when creating a new plan and when choosing Gantt view, you will now get the checkbox for Create Main Workspace. Also in Settings for Plan, we have now added a new field for Slack limit for critical path, where you can calculate the critical line. So here we have added 2 days, for example. In BIM models and under activities, you can now create a new activity directly from activities here. Also, when enabling the see-through mode, you can now directly click on the highlighted objects. And also, even if they are behind a wall, etc., you will see it. So that was it for today's episode, and thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.